Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the BrickLink Designer Programme Series 9. Of course, we all know this is a celebration of fan creativity, innovation, and will be the next wave of LEGO set ideas. Now we'll have a look at how the programme works, and I'll also share with you my top 10 of all these submissions. Of course, that's going to be very hard because from what I've seen, there are a lot of incredible designs in this series that have been submitted. But yeah, let's just dive into it. So just going into an overview of what BrickLink Designer Programme is, because there's still a lot of people who actually do not know. The BrickLink Designer Programme is LEGO's way of tapping into the community. So fans submit designs, and then in successful phases, the community votes, like now, which is the crowd support era, which is here. So it's been open since October the 6th and the deadline is October the 17th. And then, of course, LEGO/BrickLink review, and eventually the winning designs become official sets or crowdfunding sets. So now is your time to vote. So you can vote for any and all of these sets. As you can see here, they give you 3 options of emojis for you to vote on each set. So not for me, like it, love it, which is great. And then the sets that have been voted for will be reviewed, and then of course the top 5 designs that have been voted for will be announced. So that's really cool. So it's not too long for us to wait. So the official BrickLink site describes that during review, designs are assessed for building experience, brand fit, and crowd favourites. As always, there is a chance for fan designers to get exposed and for collectors to influence what might become official sets. So it's really exciting. So here is a quick preview. There are 436 designs to go through and vote for. So that's amazing. There's so many. But this is a quick overview of what's here on the front page. There is quite a few themes throughout, like heavy hitters, like the medieval towns and knights. There's a lot of Japanese sets that I've seen. I've seen a couple, which is cool. And of course, there's some Viking sets, etc. So ones that are fan favourites, really. And, we have the Western sets as well. But yeah, so that's that. So I'll just now dive into my top 10. First up of my top 10, we have the Sleepy Dragon Inn. This is a medieval theme and I absolutely adore it. I think it looks beautiful. It's very intricate. I love the theme. And of course, you've got a lot of minifigures. We have the bard there with his own picture. I really like that. I like the fact you can open it up as well to see inside. And there are a lot of play features as well. Of course, you can turn this and it makes people dance. You can turn the chicken in the fireplace like a grill. And yeah, it looks really, really cool. Very intricate, well designed, a lot of features. But yeah, that is my first pick. Of course, the pieces, there is about 3,000. So if you think price to piece, it's probably going to be about £250 maybe. Something like that. But yeah, I really, really like this. Of course, you can always go down and have a look at the creators' video to see what's what with the set. But yeah, anyway, and then read the description as well. But that's my first pick. Next up, we have the Capsule Tower Hotel. I love this just because it is something very different. Of course, it's quite a futuristic set, as you can see. You can see the little capsules there, and you can see into the rooms. It's got some nice minifigures with it. Of course, it's in the Japanese genre as well, which is one of my favorites. So as you can see here, we've got a lot of detail. But yeah, I'd love this to be in the top 5 because I just think this is incredible. Something different, something we haven't seen before. But yeah, that's the Capsule Tower Hotel. It is a hefty 4,000 pieces. Of course, it comes a large price with that. But again, you do get a lot of minifigures and, a lot of pieces. So it's one of them. But it's inspired by 1970s Japanese architecture. And then next up, we have the post office and stagecoach. This would look great with the gold mine set. Of course, it's a Western theme, so it'd go quite well. That's something that I did order, so I thought, that'd be a nice one to go with it. But this is a really nice little set. I do like the fact that there are some smaller sets in the series, and I do hope that we do get a couple of sets that are smaller in the top 5, just because of the price to piece ratio as well. Make it more accessible for a lot more people, and it's fun, you know. You've got the coach there, you've got the little post office, you know, you've got a few minifigures. There is only 795 pieces, so as I say, it will be a nice smaller set for people to buy. But yeah, this is a really nice set, so that's my next one. Next, we have the amazing Brick Circus, and this really caught my eye because it's very colourful. It's really fun. You've got the cotton candy stall here. You've got, you know, the archery as well here, and you've got the dog balloon. It just brought back some nice memories from childhood. So yeah, so we have this lovely little set. Again, it comes with 4 minifigures. It's a smaller set. It's only 1,000 pieces. You know, it caught my eye, and I thought I really like that. Really like it. So that's one of the reasons why I chose it. So that's number 4. Next, we have another large set, but this is so cool. There are different shops here. Of course, you've got the gift souvenirs, you've got the haberdashery, you've got the lobster specialist down there, and you've got the general store. And of course, you've got the lighthouse there and the boat. So this set really caught my eye because I just love the display of it. And there is also a tribute to the Titanic here and Endurance here. So yeah, that's really fun. Of course, you get a lot of minifigures. It's just timeless, really, and beautiful. So that's why I voted for this one. Of course, it is on the higher end. It's got 4,000 pieces, you know. So, but yeah, I just thought this would be a cool display piece for my collection if this got picked. So that's one of the reasons why I brought this. And of course, it's good for a Lego city, you know. So in future, when I build one, this could be possibly one that I will feature. So that's why I voted for that one. Then we have the Deep Forest headquarters. Now, this is really fun. I love the fact that there is a castle ruin in the tree. And of course, you got down here the poster board. You've got this wanted poster here. I'm guessing it's for this guy. But yeah, I just thought this was really fun. And the fact that it's merged with a tree, I liked it. But yeah, and you've got all these amazing details. You've got this light in the tree as well. But yeah, it's just really cool, really intricate, a really nice designed medieval set. I think a lot of people would like this. You've got the ladder there in the castle, which I thought was cool. But yeah, and you get a few minifigures here as well. It's just fun. It's just very fun. And again, it's 2,600 pieces, so you know, probably the £200 mark. But yeah, I would definitely pay that for that, 100%. But that's my next one. Next up, we have this lovely little lemonade stand set. This is called Fresh Lemonade, and yeah, again, I just love the little plate it's on. It's just very displayable. It's small, you know, it's nice. You've got the kite there, the ladybug. I just love the details of it. Of course, it's a smaller set as well, which is really cool. And they've got these little details with the cheese and the rat. That's just like general life in it. But yeah, so that's why I really like this one. It's just really cute and displayable. But yeah, so again, it's a smaller set, so it's only 687 pieces. Can't go wrong, really. I just think it's lovely. Next up, we have the Sakura Cafe. I am a sucker for a coffee, and I love a cafe set, and I absolutely adore the Japanese theme. I love the fact that there's a little cherry blossom here. You know, you've got the little cat, or is it cat? It looks like a cat. But yeah, I love the fact you can take off the top from the shop. You know, and it's a tiny set, which I like. You know, got two and a half minifigures. There you go, and it's a dog, not a cat. But anyway, I just liked it. I just love it. So I thought to vote for this one. And then of course it's a smaller set, so it's only 577 pieces. Just a nice little one. I'll definitely buy this if this became a finalist. But yeah. And then last but certainly not least, we've got the Brickster Dam. This is a tribute to Amsterdam. I've never been, but I would love to go, and this set caught my eye. Look at the detail. It is absolutely phenomenal. You know, you've even got the little river there with the bridges. But yeah, so this is a tribute to Amsterdam. You know, you've got your antique shops. Oh, you even got a lost cat with a number there. That's cool. Oh, and the cat's looking at it. That's fun. But yeah, anyway, so this is definitely a top 10. This is probably like my second favorite of this whole lot that I've picked today. But yeah, this is phenomenal. A lot of detail has gone into this, a lot of time as well. This was made by Doc Brick Jones. It has 3,385 pieces. But yeah, so anyway, that is my top 10 BrickLink Series 9. There are a lot more sets that, you know, I'd consider, but I just had to condense it. There were so many. But yeah, let me know in the comments what sets you voted for. What do you think of these sets that I've picked? Is there anything in particular you're looking for in these series brick designer programs? You know, yeah, let me know down in the comment section, and then now we'll do a little review of what's good and bad about this designer program. So lastly, I just thought to go through like the strengths and the weaknesses of, in my opinion, of course, you know, of the BrickLink designer program. I think, first off, you cannot deny the creativity that's unleashed in these designer programs. I mean, it's absolutely incredible and formidable. These people who take the time to put thought in, design, come up with a storyline, like all this detail that they put into their sets is absolutely incredible, and you cannot take that away. I respect you all, honestly, I do. You know, it is amazing how fans design these. They put, you know, they push the boundaries in form of storytelling, as I say, and use unusual techniques that sometimes Lego shy away from. So it's great that you get that freedom to express yourself through these sets and, you know, build these amazing stories with that. And of course, there's a lot of variety and diversity. You'll find, as you can see here, you'll find so many themes. Like there's fantasy, you know, you've got your nature, your architecture, your meta, you know, you've got the medieval theme, you know, you've got the western, you've got, you know, you've got a plethora of different things. And, you know, there's something for everyone. There's so many different tastes and varieties in these sets, you know, it's something for everyone, really. But yeah, and of course, another positive is the community engagement. As I said, you know, the voting process gives us as the fans, you know, that chance to vote and get these sets, you know, produced by Lego, which is fantastic. Again, there's a lot of display appeal as well. You know, many of these designs are and will be for us collectors as design pieces. You know, some people use it as investment, etc., but that's okay. But I'm more looking for the collection purposes, so that's really amazing. And also another positive is, you know, inspiration. You know, people could see something this time round who have never designed something before and take that and think, do you know what, next time I'm going to design something. This was another one that I was going to consider for my top 10. That's really, really cool. The fish and chips. As an English person, that's cool. But yeah, so anyway, you know, as I say, I'm going off track there. Inspiration. And, you know, it's you know, let's put someone just, yeah, pushes people to like go out there, comfort zone, do something new. So that's another positive. So just the weaknesses then. So first up is the parts availability and cost, of course. So again, some of these designs, which are absolutely incredible, require, you know, more expensive parts, of course, because they're more intricate, etc. You know, so they're harder to source, so they're harder to, you know, they're higher cost to produce. So that's one of the things. You know, you'd think that something that's not licensed wouldn't be as expensive. For example, in the last series 8, 4 out of the 5 were like £200 plus. So again, you know, there was only one that was like, I think it was £69.99, which was the Trek, the nature one, which was the only smaller set. So again, you know, I know it's wonderful we get to pick, and obviously, of course, you know, we get that freedom. But again, there can be crowd bias, of course, because if there's a lot of Lego fans who are into the medieval theme, for example, they would probably, like, you know, they'd probably pick something that's a bigger set, and of course probably get more momentum with that, and of course it's popularity over merit, so they'll you know, more than likely those sets will be produced, which is fine, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's fair game. You know, but yeah, so sometimes design gets votes due to the popularity or social reach, not necessarily because they're the strongest builds. But people shouldn't be discouraged. You know, these designers who have done all these different ones shouldn't be discouraged if theirs isn't picked. They should, yeah, take that as a positive. You know, they've been able to reach this stage, and then, you know, maybe next time they'll get their set produced. But yeah, so, and also another weakness would be the fact that, you know, also with these designs, it needs to align with the Lego standards like durability, safety, compatibility. So some designs may be rejected in the review stage, which is sad, really, because of course that's the things that, you know, Lego look for. But yeah, and again, like, there's hundreds of designs. It's easy for good ones to get overshadowed, unfortunately. So, you know, it's one of them. But there are some formidable designs this time round. I can't remember the last series being this good. There are some really nice sets, and hats off to you all. But anyway, that was just my opinion alone. And yeah, but I do think overall BrickLink designer programs are absolutely incredible, and I hope it continues on. I'm sure it will do. You know, we're at series 9 now. You know, series 6 is going to be series 5, sorry. Series 5 is going to be released very soon. Of course, the end of October, beginning of November, isn't it? So yeah, which I got the popcorn van. I can't wait for that. But yeah, so we're on our way, really, and I'm sure it will continue. And yeah, but anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'll always reply to anyone who engages in the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've liked the series 9, or the look of series 9 so far. And yeah, anyway, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I really do appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one. Keep building.